Your Excellency, President Susilo Babang Yudhoyono, members of the Indonesian Cabinet, members of the accompanying delegation, Your Excellencies of the Diplomatic Corps, our other colleagues in government, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. First, allow me to thank Your Excellency, President Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono, and the government and people of Indonesia for your warm welcome. This visit has been extremely productive as demonstrated by the agreements we have reached. Beyond that, however, may I share a personal epiphany I have reached in this visit, which goes far beyond our treaties and agreements. Allow me to share with you a few observations. On the way to Universita Pelita Harapan, in the gigantic billboard you have put up for me and my delegation, I saw the words, Selamat Datang, which I learned meant welcome. Now, in my language, those two words are extremely familiar. Selamat sounds so close to salamat, which is thank you in Tagalog, and datang, which used very close to the Kapampangan word for arrival. Taken together, those two words signify gratitude for an arrival. I would like to say now that I'm even more impressed and very grateful for the warmth and hospitality you have bestowed upon us. I learned your word for love is cinta. It doesn't mean I practiced it this afternoon. Again, this sounds very close to the Tagalog word for love, which is sinta, one letter difference. I hope this remark does not invite comments on my bachelorhood as it does back home. I also learned that your word for address is alamat, which means in our Tagalog tongue, myth or legend. It means also point of origin, where roots sprout from and where history begins. And during the performance earlier, again, we have a similar word, if not the identical word for child, which is anak, for which all of our efforts seem to be so geared at. Thus is my epiphany. Though we may be separate as nations, our commonalities bind us. Though our flags may proudly wave, emblazoned with different colors, the same wind holds them high and proud above any difference or challenge that may separate us. This is our path toward the future. We must constantly seek and cultivate common ground. We must always kindle the fire of tolerance and consensus as we hurdle the many issues that confront our nations and the region. We are brothers and sisters born of the same ancestors. And may our children, our common anak, enjoy the future our forefathers envisioned. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, may I propose a toast to the health of my good friend and role model, President Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono, to the people of Indonesia and your shared passion with the Filipinos, a passion for aspiration and actualization, to the very spirit of oneness between our peoples, and the constant reaffirmation that we live in one region, exist in one world, and fight for one tomorrow. In Tagalog, we say, mabuhay po kayo, and now may I also add, long live Indonesia and its people. Thank you, sir.